ladies and gentlemen, the red's continuing, the volatility's continuing, the fear is continuing, and we have to break it down in this video. So if you all find value, hit the like button, subscribe, join my Patreon, and if you want some free money, make sure to get your 5 stocks from Moo, link down below. All you have to do is use that link, deposit $100, and you could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. So let's talk. Let's talk about what the heck is going on, because the markets just in the past 30 minutes to an hour have taken a cliff dive. So right now it's 2 p.m. on the East Coast. We have the S&P down 1%, the Russell's down 0.8, same with the NASDAQ, and we have the Dow down 1.1 as the VIX is up almost 15%. And take a look here at the VIX, guys. This thing really started gaining some steam in just the past hour, 30 minutes to an hour. Now the VIX is back over 30, which is just ridiculous. If you take a look here on the 4-hour chart, the VIX has only been above 30 3 times in the past couple of months. Once back in November, December, twice just literally 2-3 weeks ago, and now is the 3rd time. Again, we are back over 30 on the VIX. So what is going on? We just got some news, and who the heck knows what's going to happen with this, guys. It's very uncertain. There's obviously a lot of fear right now, but we just got some news, and you guys can see here on the live news tab that we got satellite images showing Russian troops leaving assembly points, moving to attack positions. And we're not going to go too deep into Russia, Ukraine, geopolitical problems in this video. You guys are being bombarded by that stuff, probably by other YouTube channels, the mainstream media. We're not going to talk about it too much in this video. In fact, we're barely going to talk about it. But that is what's moving the markets down right now. And are they going to attack today, this week, next week? Nobody knows. It's uncertain. And you guys know, what does the stock market hate? Uncertainty. So at this point in time, everything's down pretty much 1% or more when it comes to the main indexes here. We have gold up 1.8%, about 2%, and silver's up over 2%. And let's pull up this gold chart very quickly, because gold over time usually moves. It's a hedge against inflation, right? That's number one. And number two, gold is also looked at as a hedge against the world collapsing, catastrophes, wars, right? Crazy things. And the fact that gold's moving up in a major way, guys, 2% move up for gold, that's a big move for gold, right? The market cap of gold is like $10 trillion. So a 2% move is massive. Silver's moving up 2% as well. A move like this in the metals market really is signifying fear, right? Really is signifying fear. And again, the VIX is now up 16%. And this is looking really good, guys. And what have I said before on this channel? We've mentioned how gold has been trading in this wedge for a good almost year and a half at this point, almost 2 years. Since July of 2020, we've been getting ourselves in this wedge. And I've mentioned to you guys in 2022, I predicted, and it's still very early, nobody knows what's going to happen, obviously, right? But I said in 2022, I think gold is going to do well. I think it is going to break out. This is what I was saying, a couple weeks ago. And now it's slowly starting to break out of the wedge on the 3-year chart. If you look at the 4-hour chart, we're about to break out of the highs from the middle of November, being around $1,880, $1,900. If $1,900 an ounce breaks on gold, I think we're going straight to 2,000 over the next couple of months. And again, gold is not like Bitcoin. Gold is not like a hyped up tech stock either, where it's going to rip 15% in a day. I mean, it could do that. Nobody knows. But it's likely going to take a couple of months to move up, $100 an ounce. Or maybe a couple of, 1, 2, 3, 4 months. So don't think it's going to happen in a week. But over time, let's just put it this way, I think gold is going more towards 2,000 an ounce over the next couple of months than, let's say, 1,700 an ounce. That's just my personal opinion. And again, I've been wrong, but that's just what I'm thinking. So gold's moving up, volatility's moving up, metals in general are moving up, indexes are moving down, and it seems like there could be more downside, guys. At this point in time, SPY is about to test, well, it's already under last week's support. That's been gone, right? Now we're about to test potentially 425, 430, which were the lows from back in the end of January. As you guys can see here, and Triple Q might be going down to test the lows from the end of January as well, which are right around 335 to 340. And you guys can see we're fairly close to that point right now. So bears are gaining steam, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you guys are finding value in this video, as always, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers. Make sure to subscribe. And now let's talk about some stocks that are moving even though the markets are getting slaughtered today. Number one is Las Vegas Sands, LVS. This one has been moving the past couple of weeks, and today it's up 2.3%, which is a very good sign. We hit 47.50 earlier. Now we're trading in the low 46s. This is pulling back as we are getting the news of the satellite, Ukraine, Russia, all that stuff. This one is pulling back a bit intraday, but overall, it's above 45, which has been resistance for months. You guys can see a couple weeks ago, 45 was resistance. Back in August, September, it was resistance. So the fact that Las Vegas Sands is above the moving averages, we're seeing a golden cross, we broke 45, this is gaining upwards momentum, right? It's starting to gain some steam, which is very good for the bulls. So at this point in time, I think this could fill the gap to 49.50, which you guys can see by this trend line. That was resistance back in the middle of July. And if 49.50 breaks, Las Vegas Sands might be gunning for the mid-low 50s, which I think the next gap would be right around 53 to about 53.50, maybe $54 a share. So this is gaining steam. We're breaking resistances. I think there could be more upside for Las Vegas Sands. CarMax is another one, KMX, which is currently up 2% on the day, a little bit under 2%. And it's been consolidating, and now it's starting to break up. This is a very good sign. Look at this. It was consolidating for a good 3 weeks around $100 to about $105 a share. You guys can see that here on the 4-hour chart. And now on the 4-hour chart, we're breaking above the 50 moving average. That's a very good sign. And now take a look at this. The 3-year chart. Let me show you this. Look at this beautiful uptrend CarMax is holding on the 3-year chart. We ran up to 155. That was about 3 months ago. We admittedly got overbought, a bit frothy at that point. Yup, you can say that. You can see that clearly, right? And now, after earnings they reported a couple weeks ago, this thing has finally seen a cool-off. About dang time. It's dropped 30%. It's in a bear market. And look at that consolidation. Remember, we've been consolidating the past 3 weeks at around $105. That puts it right above the 180 SMA on this 3-year chart. That is awesome. That's a good sign that buyers are stepping in to bid this thing higher. And the fact that we're also holding this moving average is a sign that the uptrend is continuing. So CarMax, this might go back up 120, 130s, definitely possible here in the short term. So that's KMX, CarMax. Another one is Splunk, which is moving like crazy today. This thing's up 8%. And like CarMax, it consolidated a while. In fact, this consolidated way more than CarMax. This thing has been hovering around $105, $110 ever since the beginning of December. So we had December, January. Now we're in the middle of February. So 2.5 months of consolidation. And now we're finally starting to break out. We're above the moving averages. We're noticing a golden cross. So there's a wide open gap on Splunk right now. I think this could get anywhere from, 160 to 170 on the higher end, right? That was resistance back in the middle of November. That's on the higher end. Best case scenario, I would say. A more reasonable target would be anywhere from, let's say, 135, 140. That was support back in the end of September. That would be the next gap to fill, in my opinion. And it looks like that's where we were pre-market today or after market on Friday. There must have been some good news around Splunk. Maybe I must have missed something. $20 billion Cisco. Oh, wow. Splunk stock surges on report of $20 billion Cisco buyout offer. Okay, this makes it a little bit more complicated because this is just an offer. It's not necessarily for sure going to happen. But if it does happen, the stock could shoot up a lot more. That's number one. But number two, if it doesn't happen, this thing could drop like a brick and lose all of the 8% gain that it's seeing today and that huge aftermarket run on Friday. So be careful about that. Good thing I caught that in this video. So watch out for Splunk. The 4-hour chart looks decent. 3-year chart looks okay. You guys can see we are holding $100, which has been support for about 3 years now. So let's see if this thing continues the momentum. So that's it for today, guys. Those are 3 stocks that I'm looking at right now. Some thoughts on the overall markets and kind of where my head is at. That's where my head's at, guys, in terms of some thoughts. So if you all found value in this video, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. Make sure to join my Patreon if you want all my buys, sells, call outs, morning update videos, plus more. That's linked down below on Patreon. And if you want some free money, make sure to get your 5 stocks from Moomoo. All you have to do is use my link, deposit $100 at least, and you could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. So get your money, link down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.